What's up, guys? Welcome back to this episode of Ready to Rise, and today we're putting a spin on the easiest thing outside of scrambled eggs. Your standard traditional deli meat sandwich. So, we gotta take a deli meat sandwich that we all make all the time, especially in quarantine. What do you want for lunch? I don't know, let's just make a sandwich. Make it a cooking show. So we gotta hype it up. We got brioche buns, we got sauteed onions, we got the works coming up on this episode of Ready to Rise. Alright, so while we were cutting up the tomatoes and the onions, we had something pretty cool happen, which is I cut way too much onion and I didn't want to waste any of the tomatoes, so we've got a little bit extra of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that over here, and I'll probably save that. I'll make a bruschetta to kind of go with everything that's going to go with these sandwiches. So we're not going to have French fries or potato chips per se, even though we may have chips still. We will have bruschetta to go with it. So now everything's pretty much just heated up. Turn the pans on. Got a little olive oil here. If I can get the top off of it. These are going to heat up. Now, I have two different kinds of turkey that we're going to use. Dave, if you'll make sure I'm not coming out of focus here. So I've got two different types of turkey I'm going to use. One for the wife, which is boar's head mesquite smoked turkey. I got this from Kroger. Boar's head, good stuff. And then boar's head maple honey turkey for me. So once this all gets heated up, I'll show you how. Funny story. One of my first, adult jobs is I was a manager of a Penn Station East Coast subs. So I learned how to grill up a pretty good East Coast style sandwich. Now, I don't have any Italian bread, which is going to mess up the bruschetta, and it'll also mess up the style of bread that I'm using, but with the brioche, I'll show you how you pull a sandwich properly and all that when we get into it. Stay tuned. Alright guys, here we go. Now we've got the oils nice and heated. Get the wife's turkey going here. Now, this all happens relatively quick, okay? Now on a flat top, which I just got a skillet today, but we're not going to use it for this. On a flat top, you're going to slice and kind of pull it apart. I'm not going to do this on my non-stick pans here, because it will tear them up, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to pull my wife in for a second so she can help us if she can. Babe, can you hear me? So here's the key to these sandwiches, right? We're not just making your stay at home, we forgot something to make good for lunch sandwich. You're making, I call it a Dagwood. A Dagwood to me is a custom sandwich. It means you can make it however you want. Now I found out the origin of Dagwood is from a comic strip where they're making comically large sandwiches. They don't need to be comically large. Now, off camera, while everything was heating up, my wife requested that I put avocado on hers. We're going to do a few things. So, her sandwich may be a little larger. For me, in the sandwich department, I like to keep it relatively simple, but you can always, we're going to add a little flair, right? I'll probably do a little avocado since we're going to cut it up. But look, alright, so, let me see. I might just do it because usually I would have two spatulas, right? I'll use this one because it'll be a little less harmful. Usually I would have two. I think we lost our helper, or helper left. She's also being a mother, so. Alright, so the style you want to get here, it's this. It's a pulling motion. Now again, it's much easier on a skillet, but you're pulling it apart. Now, like I said, this all happens pretty quick. As you guys can hear, my sous chef in the back is giving me my actual tips as to how to make this correctly. Quick saute job here. Careful so you don't snap yourself. Real quick. These are just going to get a little touch of love. Actually, we painted all the way out. We just get meat, like we talked. Alright, so now we're just keeping everything moving. We want a nice, good crisp on this turkey. Alright, so these onions are still just getting a little bit of love. We're almost done. We want this turkey to get nice and crisp. Like I was saying, Subway sandwiches, oftentimes you notice it's just flat, man, honestly. It's something you could have got out of a package and put together, where I think if you toast it like this, it really does something special to the sandwich. It adds a little character, if you will. So, I'm gonna grab our avocado real quick. Cut her in half. Try not to get popped by your turkey while you're doing all this. Now look, avocado on a sandwich like this is going to be a good addition. You don't have to do a lot to it, and you don't need much. We're going to cut it here. Cut it there. Now you're going to show it just a little bit of love, a little bit of garlic salt. Some pepper. Let's get to our turkey. Now look, we got nice, crisp turkey. So it's not looking like we're going to get a full toast on there, which is going to kind of hinder us a little bit, but we're going to make it work all the same. Let's do this. Emergency notice here. Pull that. Turn this off. Hiatus. When trying to be fancy, don't. Just toast it. Bang. Give that just a minute. This can actually sit here and keep cooking. It'll be fine. Will you actually stop the recording, babe? And then. So as you guys can see, brioche bread does not toast the easiest, especially when we're doing it straight up like this. So I'm just waiting on the toaster to get done. As soon as it's done, I'll show you how to do a proper sandwich pull here. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself with all this leading. So you want to turn your heat down or get it off the heat if you can, because you are going to be working over it. It's going to be the longest toast job ever. Come on. So what do you guys have to do? Got our onions already over here. Avocado's ready. Yeah, boom. Alright, so nice and toasted. Not exactly the way I wanted it, but hey, alright. Warm. So you are going to take your sandwich face down. You just put it on top. It doesn't need to be fancy. Now, this bread's hot, so you're going to want to move quick. My wife doesn't want cheese on hers, so we're not putting cheese. There's that, right? 1, 2, and 3.
Did you mean to do that like a baby?
Mm-hmm. Then, there you go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Take the rest.
1, 2, 3.
Boom. Grab our onions here. This is not a clean process, by the way, folks. Take just a hair. Let's get that. Tomato on top. Boom. Let's see. Anything else? Mustard. So sandwich number 1 is finished. There's nothing you do to this sandwich except for top it, press it all together, and hand it to the person who's enjoying it. So we are going to pull that person in so they can review their sandwich. Alright, you watch me make it, you watch me mess one up, now you're gonna watch me eat it. It's good. It tastes like a BLT without one because of the ham, maple, and all that with the turkey. Ham, maple, and the turkey. Honey maple in the turkey. It's very good. I like the avocado. I like that I kept the tomatoes subtle. And I like that the mustard doesn't overpower it. Altogether, it's very good. The brioche bun's sweet. Again, it wasn't my first choice. I would have gone the Italian bread, but it's still good all the same. So, guys, there you go. You can take deli meat or things you just find at your local Kroger, grocery store, whatever you got. You can make almost a restaurant quality sandwich. Try it out, let us know what you think. So now the final construction. Onion, get a little avocado action. Bang. I like that one. Ooh, flying tomato. I don't feel like a whole bit of tomato. Let's just put a little bit. Boom. What else?